we're going to hear from our Executive Senior Associate Athletic Director for Football Administration. I keep getting these very lengthy titles, and it's very exciting. His name is Ed Stewart, and I don't know about you, but I'm hoping to learn more about our recent football recruits. And I already heard one person in the audience say that he wanted to ask about our move to the Big Ten. So we'll find out about that too. But before we go any further, I want to thank the university and the Alumni Association for their dedicated support of Half Century Trojans. They haven't forgotten about us, and they value our participation, continued participation in the university. Now, what I'd like to do before we introduce Ed is to introduce Sara Jane Bettege. Sara Jane and I were in the class of '66 and the class of '67 together, and she is chair of the scholarship committee on Half Century Trojans. Please welcome Sara Jane to the podium.
That was really graceful. We in the class of '66. We just never quite got it together. And I brought my own paper up here because Jay was having so much trouble, or Patrick was, turning the pages. I thought, I'm not doing that. I'm just taking up my own highlighted that was emailed to me yesterday at 6 o'clock p.m. hot off the press. So first of all, thank you very much, Jay. And good afternoon, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you and to see all these shining faces of our scholarship kids that are here with us today. And it has been such a pleasure to have an opportunity to serve as the chairman of the Half Century Trojan Scholarship Committee and participate in a program that gives approximately $200,000, this group, $200,000 in merit-based scholarships every year. So I think that is a pretty great thing, and I think we should applaud that. And it's based on academic achievement, leadership potential, and community service. We usually have about 22 scholars. Each is awarded a $10,000 award annually. They go to these deserving students, and they have to be a direct descendant of a half-century Trojan. So as I was here earlier today, I was sitting next to, I think, Mary Lou. I think it was Mary Lou. And she has a grandson who's applying to USC this year. And she said, I didn't know about this scholarship. So for all of you who might not be familiar, you're just here because your friend said to come. If you've got grandchildren or great-grandchildren one day, they can apply for our scholarship. And as long as they keep a 3.0 average, they will have that as they continue through their school. We have one student, I think we're even going to be giving for an additional year as she's doing a bachelor's, master's thing. So they're renewable as long as you carry that 3.0. So we have a lot of our scholarship students here with us today, and I'm going to call their name, and if they will stand up, and we will applaud at the end. So I hope I get all of this correct. I tried to be sure that I got the pronunciations of their names right. So first is Zoe Beach. Zoe is from Oakland, and if I can read my writing, is studying graphic design. Jared Ellis, I'm not sure where Jared, I don't think.
All the way back there.
Oh wow, you're way in the back. Okay, Jared, I hope you're not by yourself back there. Oh, he's with Daryl, one of our scholarship people. Okay, Jared is a senior. I can't remember where you told me you were from. Encino. We didn't talk about that. And he is interested in a career in investment banking, and he is a senior, going to be graduating and going into that career. We have Madeline Kelly from Manhattan Beach. She's interested in international relations and legal studies, and she is a senior, but she's going to be doing another year here as well. Then I have Holly Kiesel, rhymes with diesel, she reminded me. Holly is from Phoenix, and she is, this is so scary, she's into applied mathematics. That's what she's interested in. Does she look like one of those? I think she does. She looks like one of those brainy girls. Okay, and then we have Izzy Lau. Izzy is also from Manhattan Beach. She is a senior. She's been in computer science and engineering. She's got a job. It's going to start in San Diego working for Apple. Then we have Katie Scarborough. I think it's Katie. There you are. Katie is a senior from Atlanta, so she's an imported person here. Not as much as a couple of others, though. And she's a business major. We had one, Elise, who had to leave early. Kate Sweetland, I think Kate had to leave early. Cicero Aja Harris, I didn't do that quite right. Sharis. Is that better? Okay. Cicero is from Pasadena. He is pre-law and he answers emails almost immediately. It is really appreciated. And we have Hunter. He wasn't quite as early at getting, but it's okay, we love you anyway. Look how cute you are. He is a senior. He is from, where did I put that down? LA. And he is studying cinema and media studies. Have I forgotten anybody? Did I get all of you? Okay. So if you want to find out more about our program and how you can support the legacy of the half-century Trojans, you can please refer to your program book. And all of the money that is, when people give extra money, it all goes into our half-century Trojan fund that kicks out this $200,000 a year. We've got lots of different funds, and it's wonderful. So thank you so much. And now we can applaud all of our students.
It is so fun meeting the students, and it really makes what we do worthwhile. So if you haven't had a chance to chat with one of the students, don't do so during the program, but try to make sure you do that. So, now, please welcome to the stage the immediate past president of Half Century Trojans, Sally Edwards, class of 1965, who will conduct this brief but important annual meeting tradition, presenting the slate of nominations for Half Century Trojan board officers and directors for 2023-24. Please.
Thank you, Jay. Well, it was really a fun time we all had, and I want to say thank you very much to the nominations committee for their wise and very thoughtful consideration in selecting our board for next year. So, for the 2023-2024 Half Century Trojans Board to be installed at our spring meeting in May, we have slated the following officers. So the officers, please stand when your name is called. So President is Neil Martin. President-elect, Patricia Vick. Immediate past president will be Jay Berger. Recording secretary, Charlotte Tyndall. Corresponding secretary, Diana Giussano. So this is our 2023-2024 officers. And I'm delighted to present the directors that were nominated from the class of 1972. And they are as follows. And directors, please stand when your name is called. Linda Sutherland French. Carl N. Everett, Nancy Schmid Hunt, Eileen Abramson. Okay, all right, and so everyone, these are our class directors from the class of 1972. So now it's my pleasure to move that the slate of officers for the 2023-2024 officers and the directors from the class of 1972 be approved.
Thank you very much. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed?
Don't say anything. Okay, thank you, and welcome to the new 2023-24 board. Thank you.
This means I'm going into retirement.
That doesn't have information on our scholarships, how to donate to us if you wish to donate.
If you would like to contact me, I'd be happy to tell you how you can make a donation to the scholarship fund. Not that, I don't think we do. So, sorry, that was a mistake.
Maybe before we leave, somehow some put up on the board something to address how people can give to the scholarship program if they're away.
Our wonderful alumni representatives are saying, yes, we can.
Okay.
Thank you. That'll save me from the emails, maybe. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, Lorna. Appreciate it. And thank you, Sally, for a job well done. I'm so glad that we are welcoming our new directors and board. So, I now have the honor of introducing our guest speaker. This is not the person who originally was going to be speaking, Mike Bone, because Mike is sick today and couldn't make it. But we are excited about having Ed Stewart here. He was the Big 12's Executive Associate Commissioner before being hired as USC's Executive Senior Associate Athletic Director in charge of football administration. His job duties now include oversight of USC's football program, and I know we're all anxious to hear more about that. Previously, Ed spent 16 years in the Big 12 and served as the league's lead football administrator, arriving there in 2006. He's well respected around the league and soon around our league as well. And part of his motivation for moving to the campus side is to work toward becoming an athletic director. Stewart brings familiarity with USC coach Lincoln Riley, as the two worked together during all 5 of Riley's seasons at Oklahoma. He also led the Big 12 through several iterations of realignment, and his experience with that is important to USC as we transition to the Big 10. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm Trojan welcome for Ed Stewart.
Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Great. He kind of stole my thunder. I was going to come up here with all these wise remarks about I am not Mike Bone. Probably tell. In fact, I think I may be the reason potentially that Mike is feeling under the weather right now. I mean, seriously, I was feeling poorly about a week ago. And so the running joke in the office is that I got everybody sick. I don't believe that. I'm over it right now. So you all are safe and we're all more than 6 feet away from each other. How cool of an event is this? Wow, to have the opportunity to come back and re-experience your time as a Trojan. I'm sure everybody's probably got a lot better grades today than they did the first time around. Classes go okay today for everyone? And congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients and current Trojans. That's pretty awesome. That's fantastic. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and I've only got about a 4-page speech here, so we ought to get you out of here in the next couple of hours, maybe, if we're lucky. No, but in all seriousness, I want to visit with you for a little bit, but hopefully we can have a little interaction here, and we'll have some time for some thought-provoking questions that I'm sure you all have. And it's like I like to tell people all the time, I take answers as well. So if you've got answers, I can take those with me and I'll claim them as my own. I may give you a little credit, maybe. But anyway, I've been here in Los Angeles now for almost 6 months. So I picked the absolutely ideal time to start a new job a week before football season. So I got here, and my first act, I think I got here on a Saturday. We had a team meeting on a Sunday where we welcomed back all of our Trojan student athletes, and that was the official start of my downhill ski trip. So that's typically how I describe it. I literally got to the top of a hill and I got pushed and went straight down, and I've so far managed not to hit any trees on the way down. But it's been an awesome experience. It's been an unbelievable ride. I am a former student athlete myself. So back in the day, a while ago, I played football at a little school in Lincoln, Nebraska. And so I was fortunate enough to play for a gentleman by the name of Tom Osborne, and was able to help him land the university's first national championship. So I had a tremendous experience as a student, and then also awesome experience as a student athlete. I've rounded out my football career playing professionally for 2 seasons. I spent 2 seasons, 1 season over when they still had what was called NFL Europe. Played for a team over in Amsterdam, and I also spent a year with the St. Louis Rams. Just my luck, the St. Louis Rams were not very good the time that I spent there. They waited until after I left to decide to get good and win a Super Bowl. So I'll just say that I laid the foundation for Isaac Bruce and all the rest of those wonderful players. But